All right, good Saturday morning. Please let me know that the sound is okay this morning, and welcome to RunTellThatToo. It's MessyMocha. I'm Teddy. Let me know how the sound is, because this morning, as I promised, I was going to, check the mics. I've been up under the computer pulling, all the different cords out, plugging them back in. And, I discovered that I have a disc that I've got to, run through each one external drive to find out which one isn't coming through. So I've almost worked the kinks out. Last night, when I listened to, or the video that I played from last night, I listened to a portion of it this morning just to see how the sound was coming through. And my voice, when I'm just normally talking, and I tried to keep it, pretty even last night, the sound to me it was okay. However, I think it could have been stronger, but it could just be my speakers that I'm listening to it through. And for you, it could be different. I don't know. All right. Shout out to my moderators, Vicky Black, Baby Juju. Yes, we are having a continental breakfast this morning. Please be respectful and mindful of the words that you use in the chat. I think I'll be on, maybe a half an hour or so, um, because to be honest, there was still some more tinkering around that I can do. So I'm going to play some music, and maybe I can check the news. Let me see what's in the news. I haven't done that in a couple of days. Um, it's the 28th of December, if I didn't say that. All right. So, the 5 things to know for December 28th: the border crisis, ballot fight, Gaza, holiday travel, and gas prices. The first, on the border. Top officials from the U.S. and Mexico met on Wednesday to discuss the crisis at the southern border as the Biden administration scrambles to slow an unprecedented migrant surge. The meeting was very productive. Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas said, um, though it remains unclear which specific agreements were reached. Homeland Security officials have recently discussed a range of ways Mexico can help drive down numbers at the U.S. border, including moving migrants south, controlling the railways used by migrants to move north, and providing incentives to not journey to the border, like visas to remain in the country and avoid migrating irregularities. Okay, these ads keep coming up. On to the ballot fight. The Colorado Republican Party has asked the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn the ruling that disqualifies former President Donald Trump from the state's 2024 ballot. Okay. The Colorado Supreme Court ruled last week that Trump is constitutionally ineligible to run next year because the 14th Amendment ban on insurrectionists holding public office covers his conduct during the Capitol riot on January 6, 2021. The filing Wednesday came hours after the Michigan Supreme Court rejected a similar 14th Amendment lawsuit keeping Trump on the ballot there. The dueling outcomes further raised the stakes for the Colorado appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court, which is uniquely positioned to provide nationwide guidance on the novel constitutional matter. Let's see how some voters feel about that. Fair use commentary.
Coffee shop in Douglas County, Colorado goes by the simple
Wait a minute, hang on, let me.
name of coffee. And it's here where we have a simple question for customers.
Tell me your gut feeling. Do you think it's a good thing the Colorado Supreme Court did that or not a good thing?
You know, I'm not the biggest fan of Trump, but I don't think people should be taken off the ballot necessarily.
This man is a political independent in a very Republican county. So here in the county seat of Castle Rock, it's easy to find loyal Trump Republicans who feel the same as this man.
What do you think of the Supreme Court decision?
I think it's unfair.
How come?
Government shouldn't get in that position to control votes for certain candidates.
But we did find this Democrat who says that's precisely what this court needed to do.
I think it's a great decision. I think that when you try to overturn an election, you don't get to run again. You know, we have a 14th Amendment for a reason.
You don't get to run again. 14th Amendment for a reason. So in Colorado, trying to keep off Donald Trump off that ballot, maybe that will have some impact. I don't know, but he's going to be sworn in on the 20th of next month, and it's coming quickly. Yeah, so that would be like what, 23 days? Today is the 28th, somewhere between 28. Let's see, 23, 22, something like that. I don't know. All right, what else is in the news for the 5 things? On to Gaza. At least 50 Palestinians were killed following Israeli strikes in Gaza earlier today as fatalities in the enclave surpassed 21,000 since October 7th. That's a high number. That's extremely high in Gaza. Wow. According to the Hamas-controlled health ministry, the rising toll comes as Israel's military chief said Tuesday that the war against Hamas will continue for many more months. Remember when we had there was like a quick stop? It was supposed to be like a truce, or I don't even know if it lasted a day. It didn't. And the Israeli forces are concentrating their efforts now in the southern Gaza Strip, Khan Yunis, the central camps, and further. Israel is also claiming there are logistical limitations to getting aid into Gaza and urge the international community to find additional solutions as global leaders warn of the spiraling humanitarian disaster in the region. I think one of the main reasons, because they can't get help, they can't get medicines in there, they can't get the aid for the ones who have been injured, at the level that they need. And as a result, some um, have perished as well. On to holiday travel. U.S. airlines are delivering a significant holiday improvement this year compared to the travel meltdown at the end of 2022. Figures from FlightAware show that carriers have canceled less than 1% of all flights over the past week. That's great. Airlines scheduled more than 162,000 flights from the period of December 20th to the 26th and canceled just 1,100. The scene is substantially more positive than the last 10 days of 2022, when a Southwest Airlines scheduling, if you remember it, fiasco caused the cancellation of 16,900 flights and left 2 million passengers stranded. The 10-day peak travel period, which ends on January 1st, is likely to be the busiest ever at U.S. airports with more than 7.5 million air travelers. Will you be one of those traveling by air? Finally, gas prices. Gas prices will fall in 2024 for a second year in a row. Gas Buddy told CNN the travel and navigation app, which had a forecast for 2023 that proved to be eerily accurate, expects U.S. gas prices will average $3.38 a gallon in the key election year of 2024. That would represent a significant improvement from 2023's average of $3.51 a gallon, and even bigger drop from 2022's average of $3.95. Gas Buddy's forecast bodes well for consumers who remain highly sensitive to swings in the cost of living, especially at the gas pump. Cheaper gas prices would give the Federal Reserve an even wider runway as it seeks to pull off a rare soft landing of the U.S. economy by taming inflation without starting a recession. So it looks like the 5 things are in order for this breakfast browse, I guess you could say it, or continental breakfast that I'm having with you. Let me come out and see who has joined me. Good morning, Cat and Mac. It's almost noon. How are you? Says Teddy and Mob. Happy holidays. Back at you. Gia Papaya. Good morning. All righty. And we are live on Facebook as well. Those of you who are watching are doing so on RunTellThatToo. All right, let's break this up with a little melody. It's Nothing Makes Sense. Now, I'm not certain. I think it's just instrumental. Yes. No, it says nothing makes sense anymore. And yes, it is instrumental. Give me a break and I'll come right back. So I was just looking at some news on companies that are closing, some stores, company closings, locations through 2024. If one of these stores that you frequent are closing, let me know. I'm going to read through this list. This article was originally published on strandstyle.com, but this article is in the Daily Flare News. Okay. So, despite a post 2020 recovery attempt, businesses globally from local eateries. Wow. So, there are some shutdowns. Shutdowns that have captured media attention highlight the ongoing struggle within the business world. We're bringing you a closer look at which establishments, from your go to fast food joints to giants like Walmart, are expected to either downsize or shutter in maybe the coming years, even in by the end of this year, which it's only a few more days. So let's dive into this article and this list and discover if your favorite shop or dining spot made the list. The first on the list is Walmart. How many stores are closing? 22. A recent Business Insider report claims Walmart is set to shutter 22 of its stores across the United States. Let's see, followed by Steak and Shake. How many stores closing? 24. I don't even know if I remember seeing Steak and Shake here. It's the one, with the, what is it? Like the black and white awning, and it has the red Steak and Shake um, banner across it. How many stores? 24. The current value of that business is 150 million. Hmm. They are saying it's no shock that Steak and Shake is fading away after years of decline. It was predominantly found in the Midwest. That's why we saw it here in Michigan. Third, this happened already. Bed Bath and Beyond, which I used to go there a lot. I liked this store, but 896 closed. Um, wow. Bed Bath and Beyond. Yeah, I went to some of their, closing sale. A lot of things were marked down. And I think some things even went online. Have you ever heard? I'm sure you have. Overstock.com. Well, stores or companies like that acquire the assets of businesses or stores that are gone out of business. And I have never ordered anything from overstock.com to know how their prices would, are they really giving you a great savings or not? Hang on, one more. Let's see. How about this one? We know that JCPenney's went out, a notable department store. It had faced significant challenges and closed some stores. I don't even know. It says since 2020, JCPenney's has closed 150 stores and seen a decline in sales. I think when I last, went into a JCPenney's, I thought that kind of moving around the store and seeing things in, at a clearer glance, like, some uh, department stores, the counter space between that and another counter the aisleway seems to be larger, the lighting, everything. And I just thought, JCPenney's looked like it was a little overcrowded to me, walking through the mall. Okay, so which next one? Foot Locker. Wow, I didn't know that. How many stores will be closing by 2026? 545 stores. Foot Lockers was big. The current value of the business, $8 billion. That's estimated 22 from 2020 revenue. Okay, so we'll say up until now. In a strategic overhaul, Foot Locker's leadership announced a significant reset of its operations. And by 2026, this involves closing 420 Foot Locker and 125 Champs sports outlets to streamline its retail presence. Now, I've gone and shopped at Foot Locker. Yeah, definitely Foot Locker. And I thought they had, competitive prices for athletic shoes. That's what they're known for, footwear, for, sports. This adjustment, they are saying, sets the ceiling on store closures. Meanwhile, Foot Locker is embracing innovation by planning to open 300 new concept stores by 2026. These shops, both inside and outside malls, mark a pivot from its traditional locations, brick and mortar. A lot of people are shopping online. Um, I remember when shopping online, kind of first started, and what it is today, it's probably, I'm just going to hazard to guess 50/50. I don't know, somewhere close to that. Do you still enjoy going out shopping, the brick and mortar stores? I do. However, when you walk into the mall, depending on where you go, you can see a number of stores that, you know, they are either um, leasing that space in the mall or they are closing business. Okay. Tuesday Morning. That's a store. How many of you shopped there? Stores closing 487. Current business value 700, almost 750 million, with 749.81. 2022 revenue in 2022 Tuesday Morning generated approximately 750 million in revenue, but faced a net loss of 59 million. So for those who have not been in business, and the first time they go in business, for some, look at, wow, bringing in all this revenue, whatever that might be. It could be thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, even less than that, whatever. Let's say it's 25,000 a month or something. They just opened their doors to a franchise, I'll say. However, if you don't watch it quickly and manage the business, the net loss, nets on profit, nets can really, it offsets all that revenue, leading to that negative. Yeah. Even leading some businesses to close due to financial struggles. That's one of the things that small businesses do face, is being able to have enough cash flow to support accounts payables. Mhm. So you've got your accounts receivables. You're hoping those will come in. People, depending on what kind of business you have, if you give them 30-day net to pay their bills, some small businesses, can't afford. And I'm talking about more like manufacturing, because if you're a small store, nobody gets 30 or 15 net, 30 or something like that. But um, it's cash flow. That's what it is. You know, cash flow. A lot of businesses do, small businesses feel the pinch. Yeah, and that is when small businesses may go out to a banker, financial institution or whatever, and take a short term loan against what is expected on accounts receivables, and depending on their um, establishment, their credit, you know some banks will loan small businesses, enough money to get by until they get those account receivables in. Okay, let's gosh, I kind of jumped into that one a little deeper. All right, number 7, not to forget, we are looking at, and I'm talking about small or businesses that are going out of businesses, either closing stores or, trimming the fat. So the 7th is Hardee's, fast food chain. Hardee's, I used to, Hardee's has been around, and haven't they closed? Okay, so how many stores closing? 39. Hardee's, a favorite fast food establishment in the South, that's probably why, encountered significantly, um, they had a lot of adversity, leading to bankruptcy declaration in the spring of 2023, followed by closure of 39 outlets. How about this one? Bath and Body Works. I love Bath and Body Works. They're not going out of business, but they're closing 50 stores. The current value of the business, $9 billion. Bath and Body Works is virtually synonymous with American malls, excluding aromatic allure at every corner. In an ambitious 2023 expansion, this fragrance giant unfurled its wings to welcome 90 new stores to its fragrant family. In its quest for rejuvenation, Bath and Body Works remodeled 25 stores, albeit at the cost of closing 50 existing ones. This strategic shuffle underscores the company's commitment to refreshing its retail appeal and securing growth. Number 9, Christmas tree shops. How many closing? 82. Christmas tree shops. I didn't know of that one. Known for its festive decorations, declared bankruptcy in 2023. Originating from New England, this store announced its closure, emphasizing its focus on seasonal decor. And then who will round out? Oh, we're going beyond 10. Oh, okay, let's go. 10, Walgreens. How many stores closing? 150, including 300 in the United Kingdom. Walgreens, pharmacy staple in the US and UK, is facing significant changes that will impact many. The brand announced a shocking closure of 450 stores globally, stirring concern among its loyal customer base. Now, If you see a Walgreens across the street from CVS, which one do you frequent most? Walgreens or CVS? Mhm. And which one and for what? It's like between CVS and Walgreens, and I've shopped both, and they have them, throughout where I live. When I think of Walgreens, I might think of they have a little bit more in my mind, like cosmetics, hair care, things like that I might get a little more variety, I think, is why I've run into a Walgreens, or depending if they have like a sale, in those clips you can get, those papers you get sent in the mail. Yeah. But predominantly, I go to CVS. Yeah. It's like the go to for, yeah, things. Yeah. It's my, yeah. When you want to buy like toothpaste and, personal thing items like that. Also, pharmacy. hmm some people make their pharmacy, they go to Walmart because there is a pharmacy inside the store. Yeah. hmm let's take a look before I get into any more stores. And welcome over there on Facebook. Good morning. It's actually afternoon. Uh, hey, Patricia, I know you are over there on Facebook. The rest of you here on YouTube. Okay. And welcome. Who else is joining me? Joanne. Hey, Joanne, you missed us last night. Someone was looking for you. You were out and about, maybe like a number of people, or doing other things. Shaw Arley says brick and mortar retail effectively ended about a decade ago. If you remain simply too stubborn to fade away. Within those 10 years, I did see brick and mortar not inside of an enclosed mall. All right. I would see maybe springing up the outdoor, not just kind of like a strip mall. I'm not talking about that. They're kind of unique, bringing the stores outside without the big, opening. And then in the center, there might be, something uh open air. You know, I'm trying to think of the one that is here in the Detroit area. And it's, I'm far west. It's way on the east side. It's I think it's almost near like Shelby Township or Utica or something like that. It would take me, honestly, even without traffic, probably 45 minutes to get over to the east side, maybe. Maybe even north and east could be an hour. Yeah. But sometimes I like the drive and I like the variety. Okay. Let's continue with Cheryl says, much like the debate between electric vehicles and internal combustion engine cars, the economy seems reluctant to relinquish its hold on the 20th century. Well, I'm probably one of those. I'll raise my hand. Um, gas. Gas, it works for me. Maybe a combination vehicle, you know, I've and then just keep in mind with electric vehicles, you gotta plug them in, right? And I don't know how long the charge lasts, but people would then, I think the government is talking about, or these companies providing, um, you know, the outlets for individuals in their homes, in their garage, to support that. I don't know. It might be initially a bigger investment to purchase an electric vehicle, but it may pay dividends in the future, when it comes to the environment, clean air, yeah, less noise. Um, yeah. So would I try out an electric vehicle if it was mandated? Yeah. If the cost, if it made sense. Yeah. It's just, you know what it is? It's kind of a mindset. You pull up to the pump. That's all we've been doing for a long, long time. And yeah. So maybe in the next 5 years, certainly 10 years from now, you'll see, I think, maybe as many electric vehicles on the road as you do combustion engines. Yeah. All right. Who else has raised their hand and said hello? It's Joanne. Never heard of Tuesday Morning. It was just a small store, and I can't even tell you. Did they sell? For some reason, I thought they sold like newspapers and items like that. I don't even know. Yeah, magazines. Don't know. Let's see. Who else? Just in general. Who knew they were still around? Okay. Walgreens is one that replaced. Is that Dwayne Reed? Okay. You own one of the hybrids. That's what it's called. Cat and Mac. Thank you. It's called a hybrid, and you love it. Why do you love it? As a difference in what is the biggest advantage of owning a hybrid? And you can, if you would like to share in the chat. Let me continue on with the remainder of the stores that are closing or downsizing. The 11th is Dairy Queen. There was a Dairy Queen that just opened not too far away. Sure did. Maybe they kind of remodeling. So how many stores closing? Not a lot, 5 to 10. In 2023, ice cream lovers faced a bittersweet reality as Dairy Queen closed multiple outlets, notably in Illinois and Florida. The Florida location, a staple for 60 years, and its Illinois counterpart both ceased operations. Let's see why. Owners of the shuttered Floridian Dairy Queen cited disputes with BRK as the reason for closing. The Illinois store shared a similar story. However, the company attributed the closures to something else. 12, The Gap. Oh, yeah, The Gap. Shopped there a long time ago. So when I thought of The Gap, it was for what, jeans? How many stores closing? 220. Current value, $3.86 billion. Gap, navigating the tumultuous Retail apocalypse alongside its peers refuse to go gently. All right, so what else is this about them? I'm just kind of browsing, see if it's working. It's in the process of closing over 200 stores by year's end, significantly reducing its physical retail footprint. So maybe it will, put more stores online. Sizing footprint, square foot of lease space, depending on where you lease, retail space is expensive. Even at the you know, the strip malls, the strip centers, I guess you should say, or could say. Party City. How many of you have gone in and shopped at Party City? I have occasionally. If you want to get like balloons and cards and gift wrap and, paper plates and stuff for parties. Yeah. And other items. Well, they are closing 31 despite enduring several challenging years. Party City continues to operate in 2023, albeit with numerous recent store closures. Party City. Party City. Never heard of this store. We Work. We Work. Once valued at 47 billion. Wow. We Work. Let's see, what did they do? They went public in 2021. Office eccentric business model floundered. I don't know what it is. What did they do? Staffing or something? I've got to find out. Really? It says We Work sells a variety of products through its We Market store, including soups, plantain chips, juice made from imperfect fruit, portable chargers, rehydration supplements, and so forth. I never heard. We Work. 15, Best Buy. Now, I was in Best Buy a lot this month and last. Best Buy is fiercely combating the fate that befell Circuit City, making strides in its survival efforts. Despite progress, it's poised to close 20 stores, with some already ceasing operations. The Best Buy near me, one of them, just went through a total store remodel. Who else? TGI Fridays. Yes, yeah. There are still some stores around, restaurants. I used to love Fridays. Or I would go there frequently. They're only closing 2 or more. Since its inception in the 60s, it's been around forever. TGIF has served as a popular social venue. Yeah, that kind of was like the hangout. Had good food too. Yeah. Currently operating 289 locations. Several restaurants set to close in Texas and Massachusetts. The Real Real I don't even know what it is. Let's keep going. Big Lots. 7 stores closing. Amazon closing 9. It's a titan in the marketplace. Amazon, with its $1 trillion valuation, is a blue chip stock, yet even it isn't immune from strategic adjustments, demonstrated by the 2023 closure of 9 of its Go locations. Cracker Barrel, that's what it's called, Cracker Barrel. 3 in Oregon. No, I've gone to a Cracker Barrel. It's a restaurant. Yeah, pretty good food if you like Southern kind of style cooking. It's nice. Target 4 stores. Macy's 4. David's Bridal. Unknown how many closures they will have. And Bye Bye Baby. Let's round it out with that one. 120 stores closing. So if one of your favorite is on the list, you'll find someone else. Fifth, okay, let's jump back to Cat and Mac. That's a good reason why you love that hybrid. 55 to 60 miles per gallon. That's worth it, for sure. Yes. All right, I can reconsider that or a hybrid. Yeah. That makes sense. Now, would an all-electric car get as much miles per gallon? I don't know. I haven't looked at an electric vehicle, but that would get me interested for sure. Why not? Yeah, savings on gas or fuel, whatever it is, energy, electric or gas. Joanne, consumer shopping habits have drastically changed. Also, Walmart's, Amazon are monopolies. Yeah. Well, look here. It's almost 12:30, and we are 54 minutes into this Messy Mocha. Hey, Mom, continental breakfast went from 30 minutes to almost an hour. Kate, let's see. You are ready? You're not ready for an all-electric. Okay? And yes, Cracker Barrel. Here, you say wherever you are is gone. All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap up. I will scan through the comments to see if there's anything else that I may have missed worth sharing this morning and now into the afternoon. Oh, yes, if you have gift cards. Vicky Black says, I better hurry, use my gift card, Bed, Bath, and Beyond. Yes, because there may be fewer and fewer in between. Yeah. Those are good gift cards, though. Yeah. Bed, Bath, and Beyond. Mm-hmm. All right. So, Joanne, you got a chance to watch some of the replay from last night. Great. That's it. Thank you, Vicky Black says, great commentary. Good day, Teddy and Mom. And yes, to you as well. Biggest bear hugs go out to each and every one of you. The Grizzlies, the Mom. Yeah. Please hit the like on the way out. Share this video. Subscribe if you care to. To this channel, Run Tell That Too, Unwind with Teddy, D for Danielle. I'm Natasha the Machine. And anything else you want to subscribe to off YouTube. Rip running receipts. There may be something coming up. But I will let you know. No playing games here. Yeah, I've already seen some comments. And as I mentioned, I really won't be talking about the case periodically when it's appropriate. Okay. Yes, please join Run Tell That Too later tonight. Well, later tonight I may come on Unwind with Teddy. I haven't decided. Since I've come on Run Tell That Too this morning, maybe I can have night talk. Keep your bare phones on, and let's see how it will land tonight, Saturday. Let's see, if I'll come back. I have plans to. Yeah. All right, that's it for me. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Have a great Saturday.
America.